Hi, my name is David Janke, and I'm professor and chef for license degree of gastronomy in the University of Celaya. Today I want to show you a small snack recipe. It's very German actually. It's a recipe from my hometown, but it's also seen in France and other countries with similar climate. And the recipe basically is made of potatoes and onions. You can see here one of my students, Roberto Patino. He's helping now today to scratch first the potatoes with the scratcher, very fine. We have to get all the water out of the potato. As you can see, in the time it's getting a bit dark because the starch is like with the oxygen is getting to get a little bit darker. So what we do, we press out all the juice, and there's a lot of water coming out of the potato. You also can see the starch on the bottom, which is from the potato. So we're going to scratch the potato, the raw potato, and also the raw onion, and mix all together and get all the water out. That's the first part to make the little potato cakes. In the meantime, we're going to make the sauce to it. For the sauce, we're going to make first the caramel. By the way, Bianca, one of my students, she's helping doing the sauce right now. The pan is hot, so we're gonna add the sugar so it gets caramel right away. As you can see, it starts to melt, and that's what we want. We want to have a caramel because the caramel will give us a consistency to the applesauce. It's an interesting dish because actually we mix sweet and salty, but both ingredients come from the same regions. For example, where we have apples, we usually also find potatoes. Both are cheap ingredients too. So now you can see the sugar is going to get to caramel. Once we have everything to caramel, we're going to add the apple. Yes, please. We add the apple, and also right away the white wine, a little bit of white wine. Also a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon, grinded cinnamon. Now we leave all sit and just needs to boil about for 2 minutes, and then we blend it to have the sauce. In the meantime, I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the fire. And we're going to go back to Roberto, which has finished scratching all the potatoes and all the onions. And now we're going to add the condiments here, and also 1 egg. Pepper, salt, a little bit of grinded nutmeg. And also, can you get us 1 egg, please? So we have here the dough now. It's kind of dry. It will be a little humid because of the potato and the onion. Still, it's almost impossible to take out all the water. But we try to make it as dry as possible because we're going to fry them in oil. So we don't want to have them like a lot of humidity. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, the oil is going to be hot. Robert is going to add the egg to it. Thank you, Robert. Now we have the hot oil, and we're going to form some small, very thin potato cakes, which we're going to fry in the oil. Can you do us a few of them, please? Yeah, add them to the oil and fry them. We want to kind of have them crunchy. Make please 2 more. It takes a little bit to get them a little bit with color. Like we want like a kind of a golden color on them. Now you can see the apples are cooking. They already cooked about for 2 minutes. That's enough. They complete cooked now. Now Bianca's going to go and blend them so we have like a nice apple puree sauce. when we start to see get a little bit of color to the potato cake, we're just gonna turn them around. That's the color we kind of wanted to have. Make sure you make them thin so they cook all the way in the middle through. Now we're getting a perfect color, which shows us that they will be kind of crunchy on the outside and also from the inside. So the potato cake is salty, also umami rich because of the onion we have scratched in. Once the cakes are finished with a nice golden brown color, take away the excess of oil. Just serve it on a simple plate. Now you can see a nice crunchy texture. And now Bianca is blending the puree. Bianca, can you pass me the puree, please? Now we have the applesauce. When it's hot, it's a little more smooth. When you leave it cool off, because of the caramel, the texture will get much more smoother. So we can either add a little bit on the top of them as a topping, or also just serve it on the side as like a nice sauce. So like our customers can dip the crunchy potato cake with the applesauce. It's a very nice dish. Nice mixture, as mentioned, between salty and sweet. Ready to be served.